Okay guys, I was gonna post this video on my Instagram stories, but it's just too much to share in a story and have to keep touching the screen and all of that, and then restarting another story. It's just not enough time. So I'm just gonna do a YouTube video here, and that way I can just send you guys a link if you want to know what we're doing for school. So I realized on my Instagram that I never really shared exactly in detail what we're doing, what curriculum, and our schedule. So I'm basically just gonna lay it out, how we do our school day and what we're using and all that good stuff. So as I sort through my thoughts here, that's my bookshelf. Take a look at that while I have a sip of coffee. Okay, so first things first. We always start, I do devotions in the morning with the kids. This is the Gospel Story Bible by Marty Machowski. I believe I'm saying that right. And we also have another devotional by him that we read at nighttime. Not every night, but when we can. We just finished this one like 2 weeks ago, and we just started again because it's that good. But what I wasn't doing the last time was, oh no, my little cards came out. What I wasn't doing the first time was I wasn't going to the actual Bible and reading the scripture that they have here. So what I'm doing now is I'm starting with reading the scripture, and then I open this book up, and then it breaks it down for them to understand. So there's that. So we do that. I do that while they're eating. And then after they're done eating, they clear up their mess and they come back to the table. I have their pencils, their crayons ready for them, and their Bible curriculum sitting and waiting for them. So this is called More Than Words. I think there's only 2 levels of this. We're on level 1. This is written by Rebecca Spooner. You can find her all over. It's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Homeschool On, I think, is still her name on there. But yeah, it's a Bible curriculum. It's really cute. It's short, and they have you make flashcards. So these are key truths about God. I don't know if you can see it. Like, God is good, God is love, and on the back I wrote the Bible verse that goes with it from the book. And then they also have, where is it? Where are they? Like your character, like dependable, humble, content, and so on. So Eli and Kira both have the same one, and we go through that after breakfast. Okay, so we do that. I feel like I'm so rushed right now. I need to calm down because I'm not on Instagram. It's not gonna run out of time unless I run out of space on my phone, which is possible. Okay, so we finished school early. We finished school before lunch. It's almost 1 o'clock, and well, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so they clean up their mess, and then they go and play. And while they are playing and getting some of their energy out, playing with Legos, playing together, I clean up, and then I'll get ready. Like, I stack their books. They each have their own little table. This is Kira's behind me, and they each have 2 little chairs. So I stack the books that I want them to do. What's on top is what they do first, and so on. So the first thing that they do, I already lost it, is, oh, here there. First thing that they do is they have these little thingies I got at Target. I don't even know what they're called. The little, you can stick papers in there and use markers on them and erase it. So I have them do the alphabet. They trace over it, wipe it off, and then they count to 100, trace it, or they follow along with their marker as they're counting, and then they wipe it off. So Kira has that one, same thing, and then they do that. And that's Eli's. He does shapes and writing the numbers. And Kira also has a somewhere in here. She has, oh, here it is. She has a cursive one, and then I just copied up the matching one for Eli. Because you know kids, they can get so fast and sloppy with their stuff that I want them to do it first thing in the morning so they know this is how you write it 2. This is how you write it 7. So I have them do that. But Monday mornings I have the, what do you call it? I have blank papers that have, you know, the upstairs, downstairs, basement thing on them. So I write their name, the date, and I set in front of them their alphabet, and they have a blank paper in front of them ready to go, and I make them freehand and write the alphabet out, and then they give it to me every Monday. So I check it. If anything's too messy, I will correct it. If they're missing some, like Eli missed a whole row the other day and had to redo it. So they do that. And then after that, they do spelling. And we are actually using Christian Liberty Press spelling. The only thing is, with this, some of the words are, there's like one word I was like, I don't even know what that is. It was just so weird that I just crossed it out. And I was like, I'm not making you remember how to spell that. It was weird, hard to spell, and I was like, what is that? So I'll show you. So I'll show you a week's worth. This is your page 1. So these are your words. So they're going over short vowels here in this set of words here. Okay, and then, you write your words. I make them write their words 3 times. And I make lines so they can space them out. And then they have little activities throughout the week that they do after they do their spelling words. And it involves those spelling words. So Eli's on level 1, Kira's on level 2. And then, so after spelling, I'm going to put them away as I go. That way I can figure out what I'm doing here. So yeah, I just buy a notebook and they just go for it. Okay, so after that, I don't have handwriting for them now. Eli has his handwriting, but he's almost done with it. So, they write so much in their school now that I'm not really worried about handwriting because I'm paying attention to how they're writing their numbers and letters as they're doing their school. So I'm going to start with language arts. So I wanted for Kira's first grade, we used, I seem to always be using a mixture. I like to try new things. I like to figure out what just really, really gets them interested and what fits for us and what helps them understand the most. So I think last year I had Kira doing the Good and the Beautiful language arts. I think that was it, yeah. And then, so this year, she's not doing the Good and the Beautiful language arts. She did the K and the level 1. Okay, so now she loves this book. It's level 2 language lessons for living education by Master Books. See, oh, you know what I should do? So you see it here. This is her language arts. I will post on my stories the contents of what is in here, like what it goes over. That way it's probably not gonna focus very well. And that way you can screenshot it from my Instagram. So she is doing that for I'm doing a video. I'll be out in a minute, okay?
Okay. When you're done, I want to show you something that's awesome.
Okay, it'll be a little bit, so go play for a bit.
Is that
It
video
is.
on?
Yes, go play.
Okay, do your video.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Okay, but I didn't know which one I would love, which one I wanted to go with. So Christian Liberty Press was cheap enough to go ahead, and I just got this language arts as well. This is level C, Adventures in Phonics. So that's kind of how that's laid out. I don't know if you can see it, but so what I do is I have 1 week we'll do this every day of the week. The next week we'll do this one. So they're getting a little bit of both. If they, most of the time Kira will be like, I like this one more, so I want to do this one. So some days I'll let her, whatever. So that's what we're doing with that. That's Kira's language arts. Now Eli's language arts, he is also doing Christian Liberty Press as well. He's in level B. So that's what that looks like. Yeah. So, okay. And he's also doing the level K because the Good and the Beautiful can be more advanced. So he's doing level K, the Good and the Beautiful. And it comes with the little readers. He's actually in the level 1 reader because he already blew through the level K. It's so easy. So he's already more than halfway through the level 1 reader that comes with level 1 that Kira did last grade. So yeah, he's doing this. And I already showed you, he's doing the Christian Liberty Press. So we're doing that. Same thing. 1 week I'll have him do one. The next week I'll have him do the other. And he's already almost done with this. That way we can just completely focus on Christian Liberty Press. So there's that. Okay. That's language arts. Now math. Let's do Eli's math. Okay, so same thing as with language arts as with math. I did not know what curriculum I was sold on, so I got both. So I still really love Master Books. Master Books is a little bit slower pace than Christian Liberty Press. Christian Liberty Press is faster. So this is first grade Master Books. Teaches you place value, addition, your shapes. It's really cute because it's a Charlotte Mason approach. So it's stories and then you learn. So in the story, you're learning a concept. And then at the end of the story that whole week, we do them faster. But that whole week you're supposed to be practicing that concept that you learned about in the story. So I love that, and I love the stories. They're super cute, Charlie and Charlotte. But yeah, this is one Kira started with. Kira is actually, I'll show you in a minute. So that's what he's doing with math. That's level 1. So Master Books, math, and then this is Christian Liberty Press. Like I said, I didn't know which one I wanted to go with, so I just got both because Master Books and Christian Liberty Press are very affordable. So this is first grade math for Christian Liberty Press. Show you more. But yeah, you guys on Instagram, just reach out to me and I can send you a personal DM of a video of the inside of the book, what you want to know, whatever you want. So just to give you a better idea. So, and then this is just extra so these lessons are super simple for Eli. So we do way more lessons than one. And then I have him do this on the same day he does the Master Books math. I know, it's a lot, and you're probably going to forget, but the video will be here, so you can keep looking back. I know it's a lot, and people probably get overwhelmed with, oh my goodness, how do you even figure that out? But you learn as you go. So that's that. Kira's math. Okay, same thing. She has Master Books math, which this is actually the 3rd grade math. Because like I said, it takes it slower. So, and we go through more than one lesson in a day. That was just like reviewing what she already learned. So all of next week, we're going to be using this one instead of Christian Liberty Press, because this is what she's doing now, and she actually just learned multiplication, and she's loving it. So that makes me happy, because math is not my favorite, and to see her and Eli loving math is a big deal to me. Show you more towards the back. Yeah. So there's that. And then for science, I have a lot of, right there, that row. That row is all science. So, for instance, we are using the Master Books Adventure and Creation, level 1. They're both doing the same thing. Rocky, stop, baby. So they're both doing this one. But on the days hang on, I'll be out in a minute. So on the days...
Just give us 1 minute.
No, I will be out in a minute, okay? What do you want to show me?
You have to come here.
No, you need to tell me.
I can't.
Is it Turbo?
No. Turbo's outside.
Okay, go get him. Let him in. I will be out there in a minute.
Shut
up.
Minute.
Shut those doors.
Yes.
Please. Okay. So they're both doing this one. So right now, our lesson actually calls for celery, and celery that has the leaves on it, and I don't have that. So we haven't done this one in a couple of days because I haven't gone to the store. So instead of doing this, I make them both pick out a science reader, and I read it to them. This is Kira's. Yes. Shut the door, please.
Do you know the microwave?
Yes, I know the microwave.
Well, the time on it isn't even there.
It's okay. Don't worry about it
All
right now.
there is to.
Kira, honey, I'm doing something. I will be out in a
Yes,
minute.
Mom.
You almost just spilled my coffee.
Sorry.
Okay, and then for geography, I suck at geography, so I'm trying to get it in their head so much. So we have a United States coloring book. Oh, that's Kira's. So what I do is every week we go over a new state, and I have them, whatever state they're learning, I have them watch a homeschool pop video on that specific state. And then, I have the state flashcards, and then I have a map. So what we do is I lay this out on the ground at least once or twice a week, and I hold up the flashcard and they find it with their little pointer things, the state, and then I tell them the capital. And then also, I use this growing up. This is States and Capitals book. They do it kind of funny. Some people might not like it, but the pictures get stuck in your head. That way you can remember the states easier. So I'll read one of them so it kind of gives you an idea. I'll read you, let's see, what's a funny one? My favorite one is, here it is. Okay, this one right here. See, it's an arc sawing a rock. So the capital of Arkansas is Little Rock. The substitute word for Arkansas is Arkansas. The substitute word for Little Rock is Little Rock. So here you see an arc using a can as a resting place on which to saw a little rock in half. Okay, so it's really cute. Ready, set, remember is what it's called. So that's what I used when I was little. But yeah, so we do that. But yeah, I think I'm going to, for second and third grade, I think I'm going to have them, like, combine them. I mean, they're doing combined right now. But I want to have something else for geography, because I just didn't really know what exactly to do or what I wanted to use. So I think I'm going to go with Master Books. They have really good geography books and stuff, so I think I'm going to go with them. But I think that's it. Is it? Oh, and then history. So history, I have yet to find something that's just like my aha moment. Like, I think something is, and then it's just not. So what did we start with? Well, I have history readers, like fun readers. Like, I have one that went over like important people to know in history. That one was like really, really good. So we did that every morning we did it with lunch. So we did that. And then from there, I think I went and I got the Christian Liberty Press, I think it's K or first grade history book reader. And I love that. I read it probably like 4 times to them. It's so good. Biblical too. So I loved that. So from there we went to, what is it? The Beautiful Feet books, I think. Yeah. And I bought the teacher's guide, and I tried to find some of the books that were required to read online, and it just was adding up. So I was like, and I was trying to buy them as I go, and that just didn't work out for us because I would forget and then not get them. And then so I ended up just stopping, and once again, I would go back to the read alouds and have them pick out a read aloud and of history and who they wanted to learn about. And that just seemed to just fit well with us. So I did that. And then I found, this was like a year and a half ago, something like that. Anyways, I found Not Grass History. And the illustrations in the book just looked so good. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is it. This is what's going to work for us. It looks so good. I bought it. I mean, other people might love it. I'm not saying you won't. It's beautiful. But the wording was it wasn't catchy for us as like me, Kira, and Eli. It just wasn't getting us, like grasping our attention. So I actually returned it. They gave me my money back, so that was really good. And then I think that's when I just started reading the Christian Liberty Press history again, because it was just so good, and it's just so full. It's a little book, but it's full. And then I got the Story of the World and started reading through that. I wasn't the big, I mean, I didn't have the teacher's guide or the work, like the papers and stuff to go with it. Just had the reader, so just reading through that. Wasn't a huge fan of that, so I didn't finish reading it. And then, so I did that. And then after that, I got Beautiful Feet books after that. Didn't stick with it, like I said. And then I was like, I was just so stumped. Like, what should I do for history? And I was just praying about it, thinking about it. And I was like, oh my goodness. I have a very expensive history curriculum that I've been waiting to use. And I completely forgot I had it. Oof. Okay. Mystery of History. The Mystery of History. This is Volume 1, Creation to the Resurrection. Somebody, okay, I don't know if you're still following on Instagram. I forget who you were. It's been a long time. But someone on Instagram actually asked me if I wanted it, and they sent it to me for free. I was just like, whoa. This is a heavy book. That was not cheap to send. But she sent it to me, and so we are going through this. I wanted to do the timeline and all that stuff. It's just life didn't allow. So I just had them drawing pictures of what we were learning, and I was writing down the title of the story we were reading, and then key points in the story to ask them, and so they'd remember. So we're still doing this, not as consistent because, like I said, we love read alouds. We love digging really, really deep into the story and just exploring. You know what I mean? Just knowing all the aspects and everything. This Mystery of the History is really good, but it's starting creation and then going all the way to the resurrection. So, that's good. I love that. But also I want them to know now his Abraham Lincoln time and George Washington and all of that. So I have all these read alouds, so we're doing that as well. We just finished Abraham Lincoln. They're actually going to do their first book report today. They've never done one before. I printed out something really cute. Let's see if I can grab it. Sorry, guys. I printed these out. Cute little, little things. So, we're doing that, and then they picked out who is George Washington. So we're going to be doing that one next for history. And I think that I'm just going to, every time we read one for history, I'm going to have them do the book report. That way, I can see what we're doing. And I write everything down that we read, that we do. So I have that, but it'd be cute to, get a binder for that and then just start filling it. So they can look back on it, too, and be like, oh, yeah, I love that part of the story, because it asks, your favorite character, 4 words that describe that character. And for Abraham Lincoln, that's super easy. Honest, kind. He was an animal lover. I don't know. Yeah. And then, draw your favorite part, and then your favorite part of the story, they want you to write it out. So that's good too. I'm pretty sure that's it. I mean, I have easy readers for maybe first grade to second grade. Kira's second grade, but she's reading these. I highly recommend these. I can't recommend them enough. I love them myself. So The Secret of the Hidden Scrolls by M.J. Thomas. You can find him on Instagram. I'm sure he's on Facebook. His Instagram, the link to buy them, they're really cheap, you guys. Seriously, is on his Instagram. So he has 7 books out right now. Let's see. I want to tell you about them, but I want to do it justice because my words aren't. It says, join siblings Peter and Mary and their dog Hank as they discover ancient scrolls that transport them back to exciting moments in the Bible history. In their first adventure, Peter and Mary find themselves floating in darkness before the world was made. Follow along as they witness the creation of Earth, meet the angel Michael, ride rhinos and elephants, and battle a sneaky snake in the Garden of Eden. Can they solve the secret of the scroll before they get stuck in the past forever? They're so cute. We love them so much. And he is coming out. He just finished writing book 8. I don't know what it's about. And that's coming out, I think he said June or July. I think he said June. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. Other things we use. I mean, I love Bob books. I loved for them growing up. They're still growing up. For them, for kindergarten, for phonics, we used Abeka. I loved Abeka. That's what I used growing up. So we did that. I love Kumon books. Bob books are fun. Abeka has like, I grew up with these. They're newer now, but Reading for Fun. It's 54 books by Becca. It's for kindergarten. And sometimes when I just need to work with Kira, I'll just give Eli a box of the Bob books and just tell him, hey, go read them, and then he will. He'll read them to the doctor. And then same thing for Kira. She'll read her reader or whatever. And I highly recommend the Christian Liberty Press readers. They're really good. Kira loves them. What else do I need to tell you guys? I don't know. That's pretty much it. Get a good. I need to buy a thesaurus. I have a kids encyclopedia dictionary. Get one of those. Oh, so Abeka, these are little blend books. Okay, so cute. It helps them blend a vowel and a consonant together, like he, ha, hi, f, fa, fi, and so on. You can even get like your little magnet letters and have them build their own words at the end. I think I'm running out of time, and at the end it has 2 vowel words. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. If you have questions, just message me on Instagram. So all right, I gotta go. Kira's coming. Bye. Hope that helps.